I must be louder because there are more of you. This is wonderful. 3 nights, on all of them weeknights, and yet here we are with the full stage. I welcome you tonight to Covenant's Theater. This is our first production, our fall production, Julius Caesar, and this is the closing night. This has been an exhilarating week. That's the word I used on Tuesday, speaking to the actors afterwards, and it has remained the word this week. It's exhilarating to see the students do the kind of ambitious things that they have done. You're going to hear a lot about ambition tonight. This play is all about ambition, in the negative sense of the word, and ambition, which is a kind of vaunting of the ego. But in the positive sense of the word, this has been an incredibly ambitious schedule. We had 6 weeks to put together a production, full production of Julius Caesar, and so for those past 6 weeks, which have overlapped with football schedules and sports schedules, some students it's been 3 weeks, they've been putting together, doing the alchemical work of taking lines and assuming them into characters, storing them away in memories, doing the blocking on the stage, constructing the set which they did together to bring the magic of this play to life. I'm thrilled about giving you the chance to witness this. One of the things with Shakespeare's exalted language, one of the things that's particularly helpful, we do this in our classes, is to give just a brief overview of the story so you're not searching for contours of the plot. You understand your way through. Forgive me if this is a repetition, but I will give you a brief and quick summary of the plot. The story is basically the story of Rome itself. So the story is sometimes told with Aeneas coming out of the fall of Troy. He escapes and makes his way to Rome. That's what the story of the Aeneid is. Sometimes the story is famously told through Romulus and Remus, the 2 twins, the kind of Cain and Abel of classical storytelling. One kills the other, founds the city, names it after himself, Romulus, Rome. That's where we get the name. It's at that point that we enter into written history, and so you have the 7 kings that are written down. And this kingship, although it begins seemingly in a good way, quickly devolves into tyranny and an abusive kind of tyranny. Shakespeare writes about that in other places as well. Others do too. And the famous Lucius Junius Brutus drives out the Tarquin king. This famous act of driving out the tyrant king. And what's unique in the ancient world is they don't just drive out the tyrant king, they throw out kingship itself. And they throw out kingship and found the republic, or we could even say, maybe it's more appropriate to say invent the republic. They invent this form of governance that we, if you ever have said this pledge of allegiance, you have used exactly that same word. What they invented back then as a solution to their problems is what we find to be our form of governance right now. This form of governance in a shrewd guard against tyranny made up of a system of checks and balances lasts for 450 years, and not only just lasts within, it's successful without. It is successful to overcome the Greeks and the Gauls in east and west, the famous attacks of Hannibal and his elephants over the Alps, the Carthaginian navy from the south on the coast, until Rome rises to gain dominance of the entire Mediterranean, from Spain in the west to ancient Israel in the east. This republic was the pride of Rome, and its successes were often understood to be intimately linked, inextricably linked to that form of governance. But eventually success itself began to pose challenges to the republic. Did prosperity sap the nerve and the nobility of these people? Did military demands render elected governance impractical? Did particular individuals so assault the norms of the republic that it was beyond recovery? These are the kind of questions, these causes, that historians have debated about for a long time. But the one thing that history and literature concur in is that that whole story is focused on one man, Julius Caesar, the man who gives his name to this plot. So the drama of this plot is the drama of the conspirators who decide that the one way to save the republic is that it must be by his death. That's the line that this descendant of the Brutus who drove out the Tarquin says. It must be by his death. Caesar must be overthrown. It takes no stretch of the imagination to note parallels between the story and our own. I've already noted our republic. The flag of our state makes one declaration. It's really a declaration about a gesture, stamping on the ground, saying, "Thus always to tyrants." Brutus would be proud still in Latin. As we've discussed with faculty, actors, and the wider student body, we have not evaded these political resonances. And we've noted that in the last election, perhaps the only thing both of our American parties could agree on is that the republic is in danger, and it is something worth preserving. That's what both parties were running on. Sadly, we also live in a time of heated political rhetoric, and too often, political violence. This play has much to say, but it is not the kind of thing it has to say is not telling you how to vote in the next election. It aims way deeper than that. It aims at understanding the dynamics which run through human societies, theirs and ours. And so tonight what we're really doing is we're inviting you into conversations that we in our educational philosophy, Christian liberal arts and sciences are actually trying to do all the time. To convene conversations about the most important and vital pressing matters, and to do it together through great works of art in pursuit of wisdom. Ultimately, we hope that engaging with this tragedy will help give us ears to hear, eyes to see, hearts to understand, and welcome the King whose advent gives us our unassailable hope together. And we'll celebrate that on the same stage in a couple weeks. We hope you'll rejoin us for the Advent Arts evenings on the 4th and 5th. But for now, we're headed to Rome. So without further delay, let me present to you William Shakespeare's Julius Caesar.
Walk upon a laboring day without the signing your profession. Speak! What trade art thou?
Why, sir, a carpenter.
Where is thy leathern apron and thy rule? What else thy apparel? You, sir, what trade art thou?
Truly, sir, in respect of a fine worksman, I am what you would say, a cobbler.
What trade art thou? Answer me directly!
A trade, sir, that I hope I may use with a safe conscience, which is indeed, sir, a mender to bad souls.
What trade thou? Thou naughty name! What trade
Yet, if you be out, sir, I could mend you.
What men's matter? Thou saucy fellow!
Do I, sir, cobble you?
Thou art a cobbler, art thou?
Truly, sir, all that I live by is with the all. I meddle with no tradesman's matters, nor women's matters, but with all. I'm indeed, sir, a surgeon to old shoes. When they're in great danger, I recover them. As proper men have gone upon my handiwork.
But wherefore art not in thy shop today? Why dost thou lead these men about the streets?
Truly, sir, to wear out their shoes and to get myself into more work. But truly, sir, we come to make holiday to see Caesar!
Rejoice! What conquest bring he home? What tributaries follow him to Rome? Did these and captive bonds his chariot wheels? You blocks, you stones, you worse than senseless! Oh, you hard hearts, you cruel men of Rome, knew you not Pompey? Many a time and oft have you climbed up walls and battlements, to towers and chimney tops, your infants in your arms, and there have sat the livelong day with patient expectation to see great Pompey pass the choosing Rome. And when you see but his chariot appear, do you not make universal shout that made the Tiber tremble beneath her ranks? And do you now put on your best attire? And do you now call a holiday? And do you now strew flowers in his way? Oh, be gone! Run to your houses, fall upon your knees, pray to God to intermit this life, then use this light on this ingratitude!
Go, good countrymen, and for this fault, assemble all the poor men of your sorts, draw them to Tiber banks, and weep your tears into the channel, to the lowest stream to kiss the most exalted shore of all. See whether their basest metal be not new. They vanish tongue-tied in their guiltiness. Go you down that way, towards the capital, this way the lie. Disturb the images, if you do find them decked with ceremonies.
We do so, you know it's feasible.
It's no matter. Let no images be hung with Caesar's trophies. I'll about and drive away the vulgar from the streets. So do you too where you perceive and think. These growing feathers plucked from Caesar's wing will make him fine ordinary pitch. And who else would soar above the view of men and keep us all in servile fearfulness?
Oh my God, Caesar! Wow! Yes, Caesar! Wow! Caesar! Oh my gosh, it's Caesar!
Caesar speaks!
Calpurnia!
Here, my lord.
Stand directly in Antonius' way when he doth run his course. Antonius!
My lord?
Forget not, in your speed, Antonius. To touch Calpurnia, for our elders say the Baron touched in this holy chase to shake off their stern curse.
I shall remember when Caesar says, do this, it is performed.
Set on, and leave no ceremony out.
Yes, Caesar!
And every noise be still, peace yet again.
Who is in the press that calls on me? I hear a voice shriller than all music, cries Caesar. Speak! Caesar's turn to hear.
Beware the Ides of March!
What is that, man?
The soothsayer bids you beware the Ides of March.
Set him before me, let me see his face.
Fellow, come from the throng and stand before Caesar.
What sayest thou to me now? Speak once again!
Beware the Ides of March!
He is a dreamer. Let us leave him pass.
Will you go see the order of the course?
Not I.
I pray you do.
I'm not gamesome. I do like some part of that quick spirit that's Nancy. Let me not hinder Cassius your desires. I'll leave you.
Brutus, I observe you now of late. I've not from your eyes that gentleness and show of love I once had. You bear too stubborn and too strange a hand upon your friend that loves you.
Cassius, be not deceived. If I have veiled my look, I turn the trouble of my countenance merely upon myself. Vexed I am of late with passions of some difference, which give some soil, perhaps, to my behaviors. Let not then, therefore, my good friends be grieved, among which only Cassius be one, nor construe any further my neglect than that poor Brutus with himself at war forgets the shows of love done to men.
Then, Brutus, I have much mistook your passion, wherein this breast of mine hath buried thoughts of great value, worthy cogitation. But tell me, good Brutus, can you see your face?
No, Cassius, for the eye sees not itself, but by reflection by some other things.
It's just. And it is very much lamented, Brutus, that you have no such mirror as will turn your hidden worthiness into your eye, that you might see your shadow. I have heard were the best respects in Rome, except a mortal Caesar. Speaking of Brutus and groaning underneath this age's yoke, wishing Brutus had his eye.
What dangers would you lead me, Cassius, that you have me seek into myself for that which is not in me?
Therefore, good Brutus, be prepared to hear. And since you know you cannot see yourself so well as by reflection, your glass will modestly discover to yourself that of yourself you yet know not of. And be not jealous on me, gentle Brutus. Were I a common laughter? Or did I used to stand with ordinary oaths my love to every new protester? Or do you know me to hug men hard and after scandal then? Or if you know that I do profess myself in banqueting to all around, then hold me dangerous.
What is shouting? I do fear the people choose Caesar for their king.
Aye, do you fear it? Then must I think you would not have it so.
I would not, Cassius, that I love him well. What is it you would impart to me? Wherefore do you hold me here so long? If it ought be toward the general good, set honor in one eye and death in the other, and I will look on both indifferently. For let the gods so speed me, as I love the name of honor, more than I fear death.
I know that virtue to be in you, Brutus, as well as I know your outward favor. Well, honor is the subject of my story. I do not know what you and other men think of this life, but for my single self, I have as lief not to be as live in awe of such things as I myself. For once upon a raw and gusty day, the troubled Tiber chasing at her shore, Caesar said to me, "Darest thou, Cassius, now leap in with me into this angry flood and swim to yonder point?" Upon the word accoutered as I was, I plunged in and bade him follow. So indeed he did. The torrent roared, and we did buffet it with lusty sinews, casting it aside and stemming it with hearts of controversy. But ere we arrived at the point proposed, Caesar cried out, "Help me, Cassius, or I sink!" I, as Aeneas, our great ancestor, did from the flames of Troy upon his shoulders, the old Anchises bear. And this man has now become a god? And Cassius is but a wretched creature that must bend his body if Caesar doth carelessly nod on him. He had a fever when he was in Spain, and when the fit was on him, I did mark how he did shake. 'Tis true, the god did shake, and from his coward lips their color flew. And that same eye whose bent off all the world did lose its luster. I did hear him groan, aye, and that tongue of his that bade the Romans mark him and write their speeches in his books. Alas, it cried, "Give me some drink, Titinius, as a sick girl." Ye gods, it doth amaze me how a man of such feeble temper should so get the start of the majestic world and bear the palm alone.
Another general shout. I do believe these applause are for some new honors that are heaped on Caesar.
Why, he doth bestride the narrow world like a colossus, and we petty men walk under his legs and peep about to find ourselves dishonorable graves. Men, at some times, are masters of their fates. The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our stars, but in ourselves, that we are underlings. Brutus and Caesar. What should be in that, Caesar? Why should his name be sounded more than yours? Write them together, yours is a fair name. Sound them, it doth become the mouth as well. Weigh them, it is as heavy, conjure with them. Brutus will start a spirit as soon as Caesar. So in the name of all the gods at once, upon what meat doth our Caesar feed that he has grown so great? Age, thou art a shame, Rome, thou hast lost its breed of noble blood, when went there by an age since the great flood. But it was famed with more than just one man. When have they talked of Rome till now, and her wide walls encompassing but one man? And now it is Rome indeed, and room enough, where it is but one only man. Oh, you have heard our fathers say, there was a Brutus once, that would have brooked the eternal devil to keep his state in Rome as easily as a king.
That you do love me, I am nothing jealous. What you would work me to, I have some aim, and how I have thought of this and of these times I shall recount hereafter. What you have said I will consider. What you have to say I will with patience hear, and find a time both meet to hear and answer such high things. But until then, my noble friend, true upon this. Brutus had rather be a villager than to repute himself a son of Rome in such hard times as these conditions are likely to lay upon us.
I'm glad my weak words have struck but this much show of fire from Brutus.
Games are done and Caesar's returned.
As they pass by, pluck Casca by his sleeve. In a sour fashion, he will tell us what has happened where they know today.
I will do so, but look you, Cassius. The angry spot of glow on Caesar's brow, and all the rest of the chidden train. Calpurnius checked his tail, and Cicero loses such fair and fiery eyes as we have seen in the Capitol being crossed by some senators.
Casca will tell us what the matter is.
Antonius!
Caesar.
Plenty of men about me that are fat, sleek-headed men such as sleep o' nights. Cassius has a lean and hungry look. He thinks too much. Such men are dangerous.
Fear him not, Caesar. He is not dangerous. He is a noble Roman and well given.
Were he were fatter! But I fear him not. Yet if my name were liable to fear, I do not know the man I should avoid as soon as that spare Cassius. He reads too much. He is a great observer and looks quite through the deeds of men. He loves no place as thou dost, Antony. He hears no music. Seldom he smiles and smiles in such a sort as if he mocked himself and scorned his spirit that he could be moved to smile at anything. Such men as he be never at heart's ease as they behold a greater than themselves, and therefore are they dangerous. I'd rather tell thee what is to be feared than what I fear, for as always, I am Caesar. Come on my right hand for this year's death, and tell me truly what thou thinkst of him.
You pulled me by the cloak. Would you speak with me?
Hi, Casca. Tell us what chance today that Caesar looks so sad.
Why, you were with him, were you not?
I should not have asked Casca what chance.
Well, there was a crown offered him. And being offered, he put it by with the back of his hand, and thus the people fell a-shouting.
What was the second voice for?
Why, for that too.
They shouted thrice. What was the last cry for?
Why, for that too.
The crown was offered him thrice?
Aye, Mary was it, and he put it by thrice, each time gentler than other. But at every putting by, mine honest neighbors shouted.
Who offered him the crown?
Why, Antony.
Tell us the manner of it, gentle Casca.
I can't as well be hanged as tell the manner of it. It was mere foolery. I did not mark it. I saw Mark Antony offer him a crown, yet 'twas not a crown neither, 'tis one of these coronets, and, as I told you, he put it by once. But for all that, to my thinking, he would fain have had it. And then he offered it to him again, and he put it by again. But for all that, he would have loathed to take his fingers on it. And then he offered it to him the third time, and he put it the third time by. And still, as he refused it, the rabblement shouted and clapped their chopped hands and threw up their sweaty nightcaps and uttered such a deal of stinking breath because Caesar had refused the crown that it had almost choked Caesar, for he swooned and fell down at it. For mine own part, I durst not laugh for fear of opening my lips and receiving the bad air.
But soft, I pray you. What did Caesar swoon?
He fell down in the marketplace and foamed at the mouth and was speechless.
It is very like he had the falling sickness.
No, Caesar hath it not. But you and I and honest Casca, we have the falling sickness.
I know not what you mean by that, but I am sure that Caesar fell down. The Tagrag people did not clap and hiss him according as he pleased and displeased them, as they used to do the players in the theater, and I am no true man.
Well, what said he when he came unto himself?
Mary, before he fell, when he perceived the common herd was glad he refused the crown, he plucked me ope his doublet and offered them his throat to cut. And I had been a man of any occupation, if I might have taken him at a word, I would I might go to hell among the rogues. And so he fell. When he came to himself again, he said that if he had done or said anything amiss, he desired their worships to think it was his infirmity. 3 or 4 wenches where I stood cried, "Alas, good soul!" and forgave him with all their hearts. But there is no heed to be taken of them. If Caesar had stabbed their mothers, they would have done no less.
When he came, they'll set away?
Aye.
Did Cicero say anything?
Aye. He spoke Greek.
To what effect?
Nay, and I tell you that down there, look you in the face again. But those who understood him shook their heads and smiled at one another, and for mine own part, it was Greek to me. I can tell you more news too. Marlus and Flavius report scars on Caesar's images are put to silence. Very well. There was more foolery yet, if I can remember it.
Will you sup with me tonight?
No, I'm promised forth.
Will you dine with me tomorrow?
Aye, if I be alive, and your mind whole, and your dinner worth the eating.
Good. I will expect you.
Do so. Farewell, both.
What a blunt fellow this has grown to be. This quick medal when he was in school.
So is he in execution of any bold or noble enterprise? However, he puts on this tardy form. This rudeness is a sauce to his good wit, which gives men stomachs to digest his word with better appetite.
So it is. For this time I will leave you. Tomorrow, if you wish to speak to me, I will come home to you. Or, if you will, come home to me, and I will wait for you.
I will do so. Till then, think of the world. Brutus, thou art noble, yet I fear thy honorable medal may be wrought from that it is disposed. Therefore it is meet that noble minds keep ever with their lives. For who so firm that cannot be seduced? Caesar doth bear me hard, but he loved Brutus. If I were Brutus now and he were Cassius, he should not humor me. I will this night in several hands and at his window throw, as if coming from several citizens' writings, all tending to the great opinion that Rome holds of his name, where obscurely Caesar's ambitions will be glanced at. And after this, let Caesar seek him sure, for we will shake him, or worse days endure.
When you're not moved, when all the sway of earth shakes like a thing unfirm, Cicero, I have seen tempests, when the scalding winds have dried the knotty oaks, and I have seen the ambitious ocean swell and rage and foam to be exalted with the threatening clouds. But never till tonight, never till now did I go through a tempest dropping fire. Either there is some civil strife in heaven, or else the world too saucy with the gods and senses their descent destruction.
Why, saw you anything more wonderful?
A common slave, you know him well by sight, did hold up his left hand, which flamed and burned like 20 torches joined, and yet his hand, not sensible of the fire, remained unscorched. Besides, I had not since put up my sword, when against the Capitol I met a light that glazed upon me and went surly by without annoying me. And there were drawn upon a heap 100 ghastly women, transformed with their fear, who swore they saw men all in fire walking up and down the streets. When these prodigies do so contritely meet, let not men say these are their reasons and they are natural, for I believe they are pretentious things to the climate they point.
Indeed, it is a strange supposed time, but men may construe things after their fashion, think of the purpose of the things themselves. And Caesar's your captive tomorrow.
He doth, for he bid Antonius when you were, he would be there.
Good night, then, Casca. This disturbed sky welcome you.
Farewell, Cicero.
Who's there?
A Roman.
Ha, Casca, by your voice.
Your ear is good, Cassius. What night is this?
Pleasing night to honest men.
Whoever knew the heavens menace so.
Those that have known the earth so full of faults. For my own part, I have walked about this street on this perilous night, and thus embraced Casca, as you see, even when the cross blue lightning seemed to open the very breast of heaven, I did present myself, even in the aim and very flash of it.
But wherefore did you so much tempt the heavens? It is the part of men to fear and tremble when the most mighty gods by token send such dreadful heralds to astonish us.
You are dull, Casca, and those sparks of life that should be in a Roman, you do want, or else you use not. You look pale and gaze and put on fear, and cast to wonder to see the strange impatience of the heavens. But if you would consider the true cause, why all these things, why beasts and birds from quality and kind, why old men fool and children calculate, why all these things change from their ordinance, their natures and performed faculties, why you shall find that the heavens have infused them with the Spirit to make them tools of fear and warning upon this monstrous state. Now could I, Casca, name to thee a Roman most like this perilous night, that thunders, lightens, opens graves, and roars as doth a lion in the Capitol, a man no mightier than thyself or me in personal actions, yet prodigious grown and fearful as these strange eruptions are?
'Tis Caesar, that you mean, is it not, Cassius?
Be that who it is, for Romans have hinds and thews like their ancestors, and woe the while our fathers' minds are dead, and we are governed by our mother's spirits. Our yokes and suffrage show us womanish.
Indeed, the senators do tomorrow mean to establish Caesar as a king, And he shall wear his crown by sea and land, and every place save here in Italy.
I know where I will wear this dagger then. Cassius from bondage will deliver Cassius. Therein, ye gods, you make the weak most strong. Therein, ye gods, you tyrants do defeat. Nor stony towers, nor walls of beaten brass, nor airless dungeon, nor strong links of iron can be retentive to the strength of the spirit. But life, being weary of these worldly bars, never lacks the power to diminish itself. If I know this, know all the world besides that part of tyranny that I do bear, I can shake off at pleasure.
So can I. So every bondman holds in his hand the power to cancel his captivity.
Why should Caesar be a tyrant then? Poor man, I know he would not be a wolf, but that he sees the Romans are but sheep. He were no lion, were not the Romans hinds. Those with haste that will make a mighty fire, begin it with weak straws. What trash is Rome, what rubbish, and what a fall when it serves for the base matter to illuminate such a vile thing as Caesar. Oh, grief, where hast thou led me? I perhaps seek this before a willing bondman. Then I know my answer must be made. For I am armed, and dangers are but to me indifferent.
You speak to Casca, and to such a man there is no fleering telltale. Hold my hand and be factious for redress, and I will set this foot of mine as far as he who goes farthest.
There's a bargain made. Now know you, Casca, I have already moved some of the most noblest-minded Romans to undergo with me an enterprise of honorable, dangerous consequence. And by this they stand by me at Pompey's porch. For this fearful night, there is no stir walking in the streets, and the complexions of the elements in favor of the work we have at hand. Most bloody, most fiery, and chemical.
Stand close a while. Here comes one in haste.
This is Cinna. I know him by this gait. He is a friend. Cinna, where haste thou?
Find out you. Who's that? Tell us, Silver?
No, it is Casca, one incorporate to our enterprise. Am I not stayed for?
I am glad, Aunt. Fearful night is this 2 or 3 of us have seen strange sights.
Am I not stayed for? Tell me.
Yes, you are. Oh, Cassius, if you couldn't win to know Brutus from her.
You good content, good Cinna. Take this paper and place it on the praetor's chair where Brutus may but find it. Take this one and put it in at his window. And this one, and with wax, put it on his statue. And once done, repair to Pompey's court where you will find us. Is Decius Brutus and Trebonius there?
Yes, all but Thomas Silver, and he's gone to some view at your house. Well, I will hide so bestow these papers as we may.
That done, repair to Pompey's theater. Now, Casca, it is your day that we will see Brutus at his house. 3 parts of him are already ours, and the main entire upon our next encounter yields him ours.
He sits high in all the people's hearts, and that in us which would seem offense. His countenance by richest alchemy will turn to virtue and worthiness.
His worthiness and our need of him you have right well conceded. It is after midnight, and ere we will wake Brutus and be sure of it.
Lucius! Not by the progress of the stars could guess how near today. Lucius, I say! I would were it my fault to sleep so soundly. When, Lucius, when? Awake, I say! What? Lucius!
Don't you, my lord?
Get me this hanker in my study, Lucius. When it's lighted, come and call me here.
I will, my lord.
It must be by his death. And for my own part, I know no personal cause to spurn at him, but for the general. He would be crowned. How that might change his nature, there's the question. It is the bright day that brings forth the adder and craves wary walking. Crown him that. And then I grant we put a sting at him, that at his will he may do danger with. The abuse of greatness is when it destroys remorse from power, and to speak truth of Caesar, I've not known his affections sway more than his reason. But 'Tis a common proof that lowliness is young ambition's ladder. Fortune the climber upwards turns his face, and once he attains the upmost round, he then unto the ladder turns his back, looks into the clouds, scorning the base degrees by which he did ascend. So Caesar may. Then, lest he may prevent. And since the core will bear no color for the thing he is, fashion it thus, that what he is, augmented, would run to these and these extremities, so therefore think him a serpent's egg, which when hashed would as his kind grow mischievous, and kill him in shell.
The taper burned up in your closet, sir. Searching the window for a flint, I found this paper, though sealed up. I'm sure it did not lie there when I went to bed.
Get you to bed again, it's not today. Is not tomorrow, boy, the Ides of March?
I know not, sir.
Look in the calendar and bring me word.
I will, sir.
Exhalations was in the air. There's so much light I never knew by it. Brutus, thou sleepst. Awake and see thyself. Shall Rome, etc. Speak, strike, redress. Brutus, thou sleepst. Awake. Such instigations have oft been dropped wherein I took them up. Shall Rome, etc. Thus I must piece it out. Should Rome stand under one man's awe? What? Rome, my ancestors did from the streets of Rome the Tarquin drive when he was called a king. Speak, strike, redress. Am I entreated to speak and strike? O Rome, I make thee promise. The redress will follow. Thou receivest thy full petition at the hand of Brutus.
Sarah marches wasted 15 days.
Tis good. Go to the gate, somebody knocks. Since Cassius did first wet me against Caesar, I've not slept. Between the acting of a dreadful thing and the first motion, all the interim is like a phantasm or a hideous dream. The genius and the moral instruments are then in council, and the state of man, like to a little kingdom, suffers then the nature of an insurrection.
Sir, it is your brother Cassius with the Dorcas of desire to speak with you.
Is he alone?
No, sir, there are more with him.
Do you know them?
No, sir, their hats are plucked about their ears and half their faces are buried in their cloaks, that I by no means may discover them by any mark of favor.
Not a enter.
I fear we are too bold upon your rest. Good morrow, Brutus. Do we trouble you?
I've been up this hour awake all night. Know I these men that come along with you?
Yes, every man of them. And no man here but honors you, in which you had that same opinion of yourself, which every noble Roman bears. This is Trebonius.
He's welcome hither.
This Decius Brutus.
He's welcome too.
This Casca. This Cinna. And this Metellus Cinder.
They're all welcome. What watchful cares to interpose themselves betwixt your eyes and night?
May I entreat a word? Here lies the east. Does not the day break here?
No.
Pardon, sir, it doth, and yon grey lines that fleck the clouds armed messengers of day.
You shall confess that you are both deceived. Here as I point my sword the sun arises, which is a great way growing on the south, weighing at the youthful season of the year. Some few months hence up higher towards the north it first presents its fire, which stands as the capital, directly here.
Give me your hands all over, one by one.
And let us swear our resolution.
No. Not no. If not the face of men, the sufferance of our souls, the times of use, if these be motives, we break off batons and every man hence to his idle bed. So let high-sided tyranny range on till each man drop by lottery. But if these, as I'm sure they do, bear fire enough to kindle cowards and steal with valor the melting spirits of women, then, countrymen, when do you be any spur of our own cause to purpose to redress? What other bond and secret Romans that have spoke the word and will not palter? And what other oath? That honesty, it's honesty engaged, that this shall be or we will fall for it. Swear priests and cowards and men cautelous, old feeble carrions with such suffering souls and welcome wrongs, and to bad causes swear as men doubt. but do not stain the even virtue of our enterprise, nor the insuppressive metal of our spirits, to think that our cause or our performance did need an oath. Every drop of Roman that every Roman bears, every drop of blood that every Roman bears, and nobly bears, is guilty of several bastard if you do break the smallest particle of any promise that hath passed from him.
But what of Cicero? Shall we sound for him? I think he will stand very strong with us.
Let us not leave him out.
No, by no means. Oh, let us have him. For his silver hairs purchased us a good opinion to buy men's voices to commend our deeds. It shall be said his judgment ruled our hands. Our youth and wildness shall not but appear, but all be buried in his gravity.
Name him not. Let us not break with him, for he will never follow anything that other men begin.
Then leave him out.
Indeed, it's not fit.
Shall no man else be touched but only Caesar?
Decius, Allures, I do not think it meet that Mark Antony, being so beloved of Caesar, should outlive Caesar. You know his means. If he were to improve them, they might stretch so far as to annoy us, which to prevent let Antony and Caesar fall together.
Our course will seem too bloody, Caius Cassius, to cut off the head and then hack the limbs, like wrath and death and envy afterwards, for Antony is but a limb of Caesar. Let us be sacrificers, but not butchers, Caius. We all stand up against the spirit of Caesar, and in the spirit of men there is no blood. Oh, that we could come by Caesar's spirit and not dismember Caesar. But alas, Caesar must bleed for it. So then, gentle friends, let's kill him boldly, but not wrathfully. Let's carve him a dish fit for the gods, not hew him a carcass fit for hounds. And let us, as subtle masters do, stir up their servants to an act of rage and after see to chide on. This shall make our purpose seem necessary and not envious, which so appearing to the common eye, we shall be called purgers, not murderers. And as for Mark Antony, do not think of him, for he can do no more than Caesar's arm when Caesar's head is off.
And why am I that fearsome? For the engrafted love he bears to Caesar.
Cassius, name him not. If he loves Caesar, all he can do is take thought and die for Caesar. And not much more he should, for he's taken to sports, to wildness, and much company.
There is no fear in him. Let him not die, for he will live and laugh at this hereafter.
Peace, half clock.
The clock is stricken 3.
It's time to part.
It is doubtful whether Caesar will come forth today or no, for he is superstitious grown of late. Quite from the main opinion he once held of dreams, of fantasies, and ceremonies. It may be these apparent prodigies, the unaccustomed terrors of the night, and the persuasion of its augurs may hold him from the capital's head.
Never fear that, for if he be so resolved, I can persuade him. For he loves to hear that unicorns may be betrayed with trees, and bears with glasses, elephants with holes, and lions with toil, and men with flatterers. For when I say he hates flatterers, he says he does, being that he was flattered. Let me work, for I will give his humor the true bent, and I will bring him to the capital.
Nay, we will all be there to fetch him.
By the 8th hour, is that the uttermost?
Be not the uttermost, and fail not then. Caius Sugarius doth bear Caesar hard, who rated him for speaking well of Pompey. I wonder none of you have thought of him.
Now good Metellus, go along by him. He loves me well, and I have given him reasons. Send him hither and I'll fashion him.
The morning has come upon us. We will leave you, Brutus. And friends, disperse yourself. But remember what you have said today, and show yourselves true Romans.
Good friends, look fresh and merrily. Let not our looks put on our purposes, but bear it as our Roman actors do, with untired spirits and formal constancy. So good morrow to you, everyone. Boy, Lucius! Fast asleep. 'Tis no matter. Enjoy the honey-heavy dews of slumber. Thou hast no figures nor no fantasies that busy care draw the brains of men. Therefore, thou sleepst so sound.
Brutus, my lord.
Portia, what mean you? Wherefore rise you now? It is not for your health to commit your weak condition thus to the raw cold morning.
Nor for yours neither. You ungently, Brutus, stole from my bed, and yesternight at supper you suddenly arose and walked about, musing and sighing with your arms across. And when I asked you what the matter was, you stared upon me with ungentle looks. I urged you further, then you scratched your head and too impatiently stamped with your foot. Yet I insisted, yet you answered not, but with an angry wafture of your hand gave sign for me to leave you. So I did, fearing to strengthen that impatience which seemed too much enkindled, and withal hoping it was but an effect of humor, which sometimes happens hour with every man. It will not let you eat, nor talk, nor sleep. And could it work so much upon your condition as it hath much prevailed on your condition, I should not know you, Brutus. Dear my lord, make me acquainted with your cause of grief.
I'm not well in health, that's all.
Brutus is wise, and were you not in health, you would embrace the means to come by it.
So I do. Good Portia, go to bed.
Is Brutus sick? And is it physical to walk unbraced and suck up the humors of the dank morning? What, is Brutus sick? And does he steal out of his wholesome bed to dare the vile contagion of the night, and tempt the roomy and unpurged airs to add unto his sickness? No, my Brutus, you have some sick offense within your mind, which by the right and virtue of my place I ought to know of. And upon my knees I charm you, by my once commended beauty, by all your vows of love, and that great vow which did incorporate and make us one, that you unfold to me yourself, your half. Why, you are heavy, and what men tonight have had to resort to thee, for here have been some 6 or 7 who did hide their faces, even to darkness.
You'll not, gentle Portia.
I should not need if you were gentle Brutus. Within the bond of marriage, tell me, Brutus, is it accepted that I should know no secrets that appertain to you? Am I yourself but, as it were, in sort or limitations, to keep with you at meals, comfort your bed, and talk to you sometimes? Dwell I but in bed and talk to you sometimes? Dwell I but in the suburbs of your good pleasure? If it be no more, Portia is Brutus' harlot, not his wife.
You are my true, honorable wife, as dear to me as the ruddy drops that visit my sad heart.
If this be true, then I should know this secret. I grant that I am a woman, but withal a woman that Lord Brutus took to wife. I grant that I am a woman, but withal a woman well reputed, Cato's daughter. Think you I am no stronger than my sex, being so fathered and so husbanded? Tell me your secrets, I will not disclose them. I have made strong proof of my constancy, giving myself a voluntary wound here in the thigh. Can I bear that with patience, and not my husband's secrets?
Ye gods, render me worthy of this noble wife. Hark, one knocks. Portia, go in a while. And by and by thy bosom shall retain the secrets of my heart. All my engagements I will construe to thee. All the charactery of my sad brows, thee who taste them. Lucius, who's that who knocks?
Here is a sick man who would speak with you.
Ah, Caius Ligarius and Attila Spata. Boy, stand aside. Caius Ligarius, how?
Save good morrow from a feeble tongue.
Oh, what a time you have chose out, my Caius, to wear a kerchief. Would you were not sick?
I am not sick if Brutus hath in hand any exploit worth the name of honor.
And such an exploit have I in hand, my Gaius, and you're healthful ear to hear of it.
I am not. By all the gods the Romans bow before, I here discard my sickness. Soul of Rome, brave son derived from honorable loins, thou like an exorcist hast conjured up my mortified spirit. Now, bid me run, and I will strive with things impossible. Yea, yet better. What's to do?
Piece of work that will make sick men whole.
But not some whole that we must make sick.
That must we also, my Caius. What it is I shall unfold to thee as we go to whom it must be done.
Set on thy foot then, and with a new fired heart I follow thee. To do I know not what, but suffice it that Brutus leaves me alone.
Follow me then.
Nor heaven nor earth have been at peace tonight. Thrice hath Calpurnia cried out in her sleep, "Help ho, they murder Caesar!" Who's within?
My lord.
Go bid the priests do present sacrifice, and bring me their opinions of success.
I will, my lord.
What mean you, Caesar? Think you to walk forth? You shall not start at your house today.
Caesar shall forth. The things that threaten me ne'er looks but on my back. When they shall see the face of Caesar, they are banished.
Caesar, I never stood on ceremonies, yet now they fright me. There is one within, besides the things that we've heard and seen, recounts most horrid sights seen by the watch. A lioness hath dwelt in the streets, and graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce fiery warriors fight upon the clouds, in ranks and squadrons, and right from a war, which drizzled blood from the Capitol. The noise of battle hurtled in the air. Horses did neigh, and dying men did groan, and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets. Oh, Caesar, these things are beyond all use, and I do fear them.
What can be avoided whose end is purposed by the mighty gods? Yet Caesar shall go forth, for these predictions are to the world in general as to Caesar.
When beggars die, there are no common seen. The heavens themselves place forth the death of princes.
Cowards die many times before their deaths. The valiant never taste death but once. Of all the wonders that I yet have heard, it seems to me most strange that men should fear, seeing death a necessary end will come when it will come.
What say the augurs?
They would not have you serve forth today. Like in the entrails of an offering forth, they do not find a heart within these.
The gods do this in shame of cowardice. Caesar should be a beast without a heart if he should stay at home today for fear. No, he shall not. Danger knows full well that Caesar is more dangerous than he. We are two lions littered in one day, and I the elder am more terrible. So Caesar shall go forth.
Alas, my lord, your wisdom is consumed in confidence. Do not go forth today. Call it my fear that keeps you in the house, not your own. We'll send Mark Antony to the Senate house, and he shall say that you are not well today. Let me upon my knee prevail this.
Mark Antony shall say I'm not well. For thy humor, I'll stay at home today. Here comes Decius Brutus, he will tell him so.
Caesar, all hail. Good morrow, worthy Caesar. I come to fetch you to the Senate house.
You have come in a very happy time to bear my greetings to the senators, and to tell them I will not come today. Cannot is false, and that I dare not falser. I will not come today, tell them so, Decius.
Say he is sick.
Shall Caesar send a lie? Have I in conquest stretched mine arm so far to be a fear to tell graybeards the truth? I will not come today. Tell them so, Decius.
Most mighty Caesar, let me know some cause, lest I be laughed at when I tell them so.
The cause is in my will. I will not come today. That is enough to satisfy the Senate. But for your private satisfaction, because I love you, I will let you know. Calpurnia here, my wife, stays me at home today. She has dreamt tonight that she saw my statue, which, like a fountain with 100 spouts, did run pure blood. And many lusty Romans came smiling and did bathe their hands in it. And for these does she apply for warnings, importance, and evils imminent, and on her knee begged that I will stay at home today.
This dream is all a misinterpreted. It is a vision, fair and fortunate. Your statue spouting blood in so many pipes signifies that from you great Rome shall suck reviving blood, and that great men shall press for tinctures, stains, relics, and cognizance. This, like Calpurnia's dream, signified.
In this way you have well expounded it.
I have, when you have heard what I can say. And know it now. The Senate have concluded to give this day a crown to most mighty Caesar. If you shall send word that you will not come, their minds may change. And besides, it's a mock apt to be rendered for someone to say, break up the Senate till another time, till Caesar's wife shall meet with better dreams. If Caesar hide himself, shall they not whisper, lo, Caesar is afraid? Pardon me, most mighty Caesar, for my dear, dear love to your proceeding bids me to tell you this, and reason to my love is life.
How foolish do your fools seem now, Calpurnia. I am ashamed I did yield to them. Give me my robe, for I will go. And look where Publius has come to fetch me.
Good morrow, Caesar.
Welcome, Publius. What, Brutus, are you stirred so early too? Welcome, Casca. Caius Ligarius. Caesar has netted so much your enemy as that same ague which made you bleed. What is o'clock?
Caesar, it just struck an 8.
I thank you for your pains and courtesy. See, Antony, that rebel's long on nights is now standing up. Good morrow, Antony!
Oh, to the most noble Caesar.
Bid them prepare within. I am to be thus waited for. Now Cinna. Now Metellus. Trebonius. I have an hour's talk in store for you. Remember that you call on me today. Be near me, that I may remember.
Caesar, I will. And so near will I be that your best friend shall wish I had been further.
Good friends. Go in and taste some wine with me. If we like friends, we'll straight away go together.
And every like is not the same, O Caesar. The heart of Brutus yearns to think upon.
Caesar! Beware, Brutus! Take heed of Cassius, come not near Casca. Have an eye to Cinna. Trust not Trebonius, mark well Metellus Cimber. Decius Brutus loves thee not. Thou hast wronged Caius Sugarius. There is but one mind in all these men, and it is bent against Caesar. If thou beest not immortal, look about you. Security gives way to conspiracy. The mighty gods defend thee! Thy lover Artemidorus. Here will I stand till Caesar pass along, and as a suitor will I give him this. My heart laments that virtue cannot live out of the teeth of emulation. If thou readest this, O Caesar, thou mayest live. But if not, the fates with traitors do contrive.
I prithee, boy, run to the Senate house. Stay not to answer me, but get thee gone. Why dost thou stay?
To know my errand, madam.
I would have had thee there and here again, and I can tell thee what thou shouldst do there. O Constancy, be strong upon my side. Set a huge mountain between my heart and tongue. I have a man's mind, but a woman's might. How hard it is for women to keep counsel. Art thou here yet?
Madam, what should I do? Run to the capital and nothing else, and to return to you and nothing else?
Yes! Bring me word, boy, if thy lord was well, for he went sickly forth, and take good note what Caesar doth, what suitors press to him. Hark, boy, what noise is that?
Madam, I hear nothing.
Prithee, listen well. I heard a bustling rumor like a fray, and the wind brings it from the capital.
Sooth, madam, I hear nothing.
Come hither, fellow. Where hast thou been?
At my own house, good lady.
What is it o'clock?
About the 9th hour, lady.
Is Caesar yet gone to the capital?
Madam, not yet. I go to make my stand and see him pass on to the capital.
Thou hast some suit to Caesar, hast thou not?
That I have. If it will please Caesar to do Caesar as to hear me, I shall beseech him to befriend himself.
Why, knowest thou any harms intended towards him?
Not that I know will be, much that I fear may chance. Tomorrow to you, the street is narrow. The throng that follows Caesar at the heels of senators, praetors, common suitors, will crowd a feeble man almost to death. I shall get me to a place more void, and then speak great Caesar as he comes along.
I must go in. Ay me, how weak a thing the heart of woman is. O Brutus, the heavens speed thee in thine enterprise. Sure, the boy heard me. Brutus hath a suit that Caesar will not grant. Oh, I grow faint. Run, Lucius, and commend me to my lord. Say I am married. Come to me again, bring me word what he doth say to thee.
The Ides of March have come.
Aye, Caesar, but not gone.
Hail, Caesar, read the schedule.
Trebonius thus desired to read at your best leisure. This is humble.
Oh, Caesar, read mine first. For mine's a suit that touches Caesar greater. Read it, great Caesar.
What touches us ourselves shall be last served.
Oh, Caesar, read it instantly. Delay not.
What, is this fellow mad?
Sirrah, give place.
What? Urge your petitions in the streets. Come to the capital.
I wish you well on your enterprise today.
What enterprise, Popilius?
Fare you well.
What said Papilius, madam?
I wish your day our enterprise may thrive. I fear our purpose is discovered.
Look how he makes the Caesar, Marco.
Casca. be sudden, for we fear prevention. Brutus, what shall be done? If this be known, Cassius or Caesar will not turn back, for I will slay myself!
Cassius, speak content. Look, Julius let us speak not for our purposes, for he smiles and Caesar doth not change.
Look, Trebonius knows his time, for he draws Mark Antony out of the way.
Where's Metellus Cimber? Let him go and presently prefer a suit to Caesar.
He's addressed, present here and second him.
You are the first that moves your hand.
Are we all ready? What is now amiss that Caesar and his Senate must redress?
Most high, most mighty, most puissant Caesar, Metellus Cimber saith before thy seat.
I must prevent thee, Cimber. These couchings and these lowly courtesies might fire the blood of ordinary men and turn preordinance and first degree into the law of children. Be not fond to think that Caesar bears such rebel blood that will be thawed from the true quality with that which melts in fools. I mean, sweet words, low crooked courtesies, and base spaniel fawning. Thy brother, by decree, is banished. If thou dost pant and pray and fawn for him, I spurn thee like a cur out of my way. No, Caesar doth not wrong, nor without cause would he be satisfied.
Is there no voice more worthy than my own, to sound more sweetly in great Caesar's ear, for the repelling of my banished brother?
I kiss thy hand, Caesar, but not flattery. But that Publius Caesar might have immediate freedom of appeal.
What, Brutus?
Pardon, Caesar, Caesar, pardon, as low as thy foot doth Cassius fall to beg enfranchisement for Publius Cimber.
I could be well moved if I were as you. If I could pray to move, prayers would move me. But I am as constant as the northern star. Of those true fixed and resting quality, there is no fellow in the firmament. The skies are painted with unnumbered sparks. They are all fire, and every one doth shine and hold his place. But there's but one in all doth hold his place. So in the world, 'tis well with men, and men are flesh and blood and apprehensive. Yet in the number I do know but one that unassailable holds his rank, unshaken of motion, and that I am he. Let me that'll show it, even in this, that I was constant Cimber should be banished, and constant to remain to keep him so. Hence, wilt thou lift up Olympus?
Great Caesar!
Talk not, Brutus, bootless kneel.
He can't for me!
Brutus.
The end of abundance begins with me.
Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? Say it's time to do the right thing to make it true. You can say you won't and continue to see. But we got to stop this violence in our community. It's time to fight each other when we walk away. And instead of killing our roads.
Some to the common pulpits and cry out liberty, freedom, and enfranchisement.
People and senators, be not affrighted. Fly not. Stand still. My patient's debt is paid.
Go to the pulpit, Brutus.
And Cassius too.
Where's Publius?
Here, put him down for this mutiny. Stand fast together, lest the foot of Caesar should shake.
Talk not of standing. Publius! Good cheer. There's no harm intended to your person, Publius, nor to Roman else. So tell them, Publius.
And leave us, Publius, lest those rushing on us should do your aid some mischief.
Go on, Publius, and let no man abide this deed but we the doers.
Where is Mark Antony?
Fled to his house amazed. Men, wives, and children stare, crowd, and run as it were doomsday.
Fates, we will know your pleasures. But we do know that times like these, are the life and days men stand upon.
Why? He that cuts off 20 years of life cuts off so many more of fearing death.
Grant that, and then death is a benefit. For we are Caesar's friends that have abridged his time of fearing death. Stoop. Romans, stoop. And bathe your hands in Caesar's blood up to the elbows. Besmear your swords as we walk even to the marketplace. Wave our red weapons o'er our heads. Let's all cry peace, freedom, and liberty.
Stoop then and wash. How many times will our lofty scene be acted over, in accents yet unknown and states unborn?
How many times shall Caesar bleed and sport, as he now lies here in Pompey's basis no more than dust?
So often not, so often shall the not of us be called the men who gave their country liberty.
What? Shall we forth?
Aye, and every man, Brutus will lead, and we will grace his heels with the most boldest and best hearts of Rome.
So, who comes here? Friend of Antony.
Thus, Brutus, did my master bid me kneel. Thus did Mark Antony bid me fall down. And being prostrate, he bade me say, Brutus is noble, wise, valiant, and honest. Caesar was mighty, bold, royal, and loving. Say, I love Brutus, and I honor him. Say, I feared Caesar, honored him, and loved him. If Brutus will vouchsafe that Antony may safely come to him, and be resolved, how Caesar hath deserved to lie in death, Mark Antony will not leave Caesar dead, so well as Brutus is living, but will follow the fortunes and affairs of noble Brutus, throws the hazards of this untrod state with all true faith. So says my master Antony.
My master is a wise and valiant Roman. I never thought him worse. Tell him, if it's so please him to come here, that by my honor he shall depart with touch.
I'll fetch him presently.
I'm sure we shall have him well to fray.
I wish we may, yet have I a mind that fears him so, and my misgivings fall shrewdly to the purpose.
And here comes Antony. Welcome, Mark Antony.
Mighty Caesar, dost thou lie so low? Are all of thy conquests, glorious triumphs, spoils shrunken to this little measure? I fare thee well. I know not, gentlemen, what you intend. Who else must let blood? Who else is rank? If I myself, there's no hour so fit as Caesar's death hour, nor no instrument of half the worth as those your swords, made rich with the most noblest blood in all the world. I do beseech you, if you bear me hard, now whilst your purpling hands do reek, and you smoke fulfill your pleasures, for 1,000 years I shall not find myself so apt to die. For no place hopes leads me so. No means of death as here by Caesar, and by which you cut off the choice and the master spirit of this age.
Antony, beg not your death of us. But now we must appear bloody and cruel by these our hands and this their present act. Though you see but our hands and this the bleeding business they have done, our hearts you see not. They're pitiful. And so to the general wrong of Rome, as fire drives out fire, so pity hath done this deed on Caesar. To you, Mark Antony, our swords have leaden points, and we do receive you in all kindness, good thoughts, and reverence.
Your voice will be as strong as any man's in the disposing of new dignities.
Only be patient till we have appeased the multitude beside themselves with fear. Then we will give you, Mark Antony, the reasons why I, who did love Caesar when I struck him, have thus proceeded.
I doubt not your wisdom. Let each man render me his bloody hand. First Marcus Brutus. I will shake yours. Caius Cassius. Yours. Specius Brutus. Metellus. Caius Ligurius. Yours. Cinna. My valiant Casca. Yours. And last but not least in love, yours. Tribonius. Gentlemen all. Alas, what can I say? My credit now stands on such slippery ground that there is one or two ways that you must conceive me, either as a coward or as a flatterer. And I did love thee, Caesar. Oh, it is true, and if thine spirit looks upon us now, let it not grieve thee, dearer than thy death, to see thy Antony in peace, shaking the bloody fingers of thy foes, most noble, in the presence of thy corpse. Had I as many eyes as thou hast wounds, weeping as fast as they strain forth thy blood, it would become me better than to close in terms of friendship with mine enemies. Pardon me, Julius. Here wast thou bade, brave heart. Here didst thou fall, and here thy hunter stand, signed in thy spoils, crimson in thy left. World, thou wast like a forest to this heart. And indeed, O world, this was like the heart of thee. How like a deer strucken by many princes dost thou here lie.
Mark Antony!
Pardon me, Caius Cassius. The enemies of Caesar may say this, then in affront it is but a cold modesty.
I blame you not for praising Caesar so, but what compact mean you to have with us? Will you be pricked in number of our friends, or shall we on, and depend not on you?
Therefore I took your hands, but was indeed swayed from this point by looking down upon Caesar. Friends, I am with you all, and love you all, upon this hope that you may convince me where and why in Caesar was dangerous.
Or else for this savage spectacle. Our reasons, Mark Antony, are so full of honor and good regard that, were you, Antony, the son of Caesar, you should be satisfied.
That is all I seek. And a moreover suitor than I may produce his body in the marketplace. And, as a friend in the pulpit, speak in order of his funeral.
You shall, Mark Antony.
Brutus, a word?
You know not what you do. Do not consent that he speaks at his funeral. Do you know how much people will be moved by that which he will utter?
By your pardon, I will myself enter the pulpit first. When he speaks, I will protest that he speaks by leave and by permission, and that Caesar will have all true rites and lawful ceremonies. It shall advantage us more than do us wrong.
I know not what may fall. I like it not.
Mark Antony, here, take you Caesar's body. You will not in your funeral speech blame us, but speak all good you can devise of Caesar. And you shall mention that you do it by our permission, or else you have no hand at all about his funeral.
Be it so, as you desire no more.
Prepare the body then.
Pardon me, thou bleeding piece of earth. I am meek and I am gentle with these butchers. Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that had ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood. Over thy wounds, do I now prophesy? Looks like dumb mouths do ope their ruby lips to beg the voices and the utterances of my tongue. A curse shall light upon the limbs of men. Domestic fury and civil strife shall cover all parts of Italy. The blood and destruction be so in use and dreadful objects so familiar that mothers shall but smile when they behold their infants corded with the hands of war. All pity choked, with custom of failed deeds and Caesar's spirit, ranging for revenge with H by his side from hot from hell, and in the confines of a monarch's voice cry havoc! And let slip the dogs of war that this foul deed shall smell above the earth, with carrion men groaning for burial. You serve Octavius Caesar, do you not?
I do, Mark Antony.
Caesar did write for him to come to Rome.
He did receive his letters, and is coming, and bid me to say thee by word of mouth. Oh, Caesar.
My heart is big. Get thee apart and weep. Passion I see is catching. For mine's eye seeing the deeds of sorrow standing, and thine begin to water. Is thy master coming?
He lies tonight, within 7 leagues of Rome.
Post back with speed and tell him what hath chanced. Here is a mourning room. A dangerous Rome. No Rome safe for Octavius yet. Hie hence and tell him so. Yet, stay a while. Thou shalt not back till I board this course to the marketplace. There, my oration, I shall see how the people take this cruel issue of these bloody men, according to which thou shalt discourse to young Octavius the state of things. Lend me a hand.
We will be satisfied! Let us be satisfied!
Now hear me and give me audience, friends. Cassius, go you to the other street. Those that will hear Cassius speak, go with him. Those that will hear me, let them stay here. And the public reason shall be rendered of Caesar's death.
I will hear Brutus speak. I will hear Cassius and compare the reasons, and severally we hear them rendered.
The noble Brutus is ascended. Silence.
Be patient to the last. Romans, countrymen and lovers, hear me for my cause and be silent that you may hear. Believe me for mine honor and have respect to mine honor that you may believe. Censure me in your wisdoms that you may the better judge. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus's love of Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I love Caesar less, but that I love Rome more. Had you rather Caesar were living to die all slaves, than that Caesar were dead to live all free men? As I loved Caesar, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him. But as he was ambitious, I slew him. There are tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. Who here is so base that there would be a bondman? If any speak, for him have I offended. Who here is so rude there would not be a Roman? If any, speak, for him have I offended. Who here is so vile that he would not love his country? If any, speak, for him have I offended. I pause for reply.
None, Brutus, none!
Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. The question of his death is enrolled in the Capitol, and his glory not extenuated wherein he was worthy, nor the offenses enforced, for which he suffered death. And here comes his body, mourned by Mark Antony, who, though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of his dying. A place in the Commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this I depart, that I, who slew my best lover for the good of Rome, hold the same dagger for myself when it shall please my country to need my death.
Live, Brutus, live, live! Bring him with triumph home unto his house!
Give him a statue with his ancestors!
Let him be Caesar! Caesar's better part shall be crowned in Brutus! We'll bring him to his house with shouts and clamors!
My countrymen,
Peace, silence! Brutus speaks!
good countrymen,
Peace how?
let me depart alone. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and do grace to Antony's speech tending to Caesar's glories. Let no man depart save I alone, till Antony have spoke.
Let him go out to the public chair. We'll hear him, noble Antony, go up.
For Brutus's sake, I am beholden to you.
What does he say of Brutus? He says, for Brutus's sake, he finds himself beholding to us all.
For best he speak no wrong of Brutus here.
This Caesar was a tyrant. Nay, that's certain. We are blessed that Rome is rid of him.
Peace! Let us hear what Antony can say.
You gentle Romans.
Peace ho!
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is oft interred with their bones, so let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you that Caesar was ambitious. If so, it were a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here under the leave of Brutus, and the rest for Brutus, is an honorable man, as are they all. All honorable men come I to speak in Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He had brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Was this in Caesar ambition? When the poor had cried, Caesar hath wept. Ambition should be made of sterner stuff, yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him with the kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. And sure, Brutus is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but I will speak to what I do know. That you all did love Caesar once, and not without cause. So what cause withholds you then to mourn for him? Judgment! Thou art fled from Brutus' beast, and men have lost their reasons! Forgive me, my heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause until it returns to me.
Methinks there is much reason in his sayings.
If thou consider rightly of the matter, Caesar's had great wrong.
Has he, masters? I fear there will worse come in his place.
Marked ye his words? He said he would not take the crown. Therefore 'tis certain he was not ambitious.
If it be found so, some will go by it.
Poor soul, his eyes are red as fire with weeping.
There is not a nobler man in all of Rome than Antony.
Mark him! He begins to speak again!
But yesterday, the word of Caesar might have stood against the world. Now lies he there, and none are so poor as to do him reverence. Oh, masters, if I were disposed to stir your minds to mutiny and to rage, I would be doing Brutus wrong. Cassius wrong. I will not wrong them. I would rather wrong the dead, wrong myself and you before I wrong such honorable men. But here's a parchment with the seal of Caesar. Found it in his closet. It is his will. And let the commoners hear this testament, which, pardon me, I do not mean to read. And they would go and kiss dead Caesar's wounds, and dip a napkin in his sacred blood. Yea, beg a hair of memory from him, and, dying, mention it within their legacy, bequeathed it as a rich legacy unto their issue.
We'll hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony. The will, the will. We'll hear Caesar's will.
Have patience. Gentle friends, I must not read it. It is not meet for you to know how Caesar loved you. You are not wood. You are not stones. You are men. And being men, hearing the will of Caesar, it will inflame you. It will make you mad. It is good you know not that you are his heirs. For if you should, what would come of it?
We'll hear the will. Read it, Mark Antony. The will. Caesar's will.
Have patience.
No!
I fear I have overshot myself. I fear I wrong the honorable men whose daggers did stab Caesar. I do fear it.
They were traitors, honorable men!
The will, the testament! They were villains! Murderers! Men beat Caesar's will!
You compel me to read the will? They make a ring around the corpse of Caesar, and I will show you him that made the will. Shall I come down? Will you give me leave?
Come down!
The same!
You shall have leave!
A ring round the body! Stand round!
Make a ring around the body!
Stand around the body!
Room for Antony, most noble!
That is not so upon me, stand far off!
Bear back!
You have tears, prepare to shed them now. You all do know this mantle. I remember the first time ever Caesar put it on. It was a summer's evening, in his tent, the day he overcame nearby. Look, in this place ran Cassius's dagger through. Oh, and see what a rent the envious Casca made. Through this the well-beloved Brutus stabbed. As he plucked his cursed steel away, mark how the blood of Caesar followed. As if rushing out the doors to be resolved, if Brutus so unkindly knocked her known. For Brutus, as you know, was Caesar's angel. Judge, oh you gods, how dearly Caesar loved him. This was the most unkindest cut of all. When noble Caesar saw him stabbed in gratitude, more strong than traitor's arms quite vanquished him, then burst his mighty heart. And then his mantle, muffling up his face, even at the base of Pompey's statue, all the while ran blood. Great Caesar fell. Oh, what fall there was, my countrymen. Then you, and then I, and then all the rest of us fell. Once bloody treason flourished over us. Oh, now you weep. I perceive you feel the dint of pity. These are gracious drops, kind souls. But what weep you when you behold our Caesar's vestors wounded? Hears himself. As you see more betrayal!
Oh, hideous spectacle! Oh, noble Caesar! Our traitors villain! Oh, most bloody sight! We will be revenged! Revenge is all! Seek, burn, fire, kill, slay,
Say, countrymen, good friends, sweet friends, let me not stir you up into such a sudden flood of mutiny. They that have done this deed are honorable. What private griefs they have, alas, I know not what made them do it. But they are wise and honorable and will no doubt with reason answer you. I come not, friends, to steal away your hearts. I am no orator as Brutus is, but as you know me all, a plain, blunt man that love my friend. And they that gave me public leave to speak know full well, for I have neither wit, nor words, nor worth, actions, nor utterance, nor power of speech to stir men's blood. I only speak right on, and tell you that which you yourselves know. To show you the wounds of Caesar, poor Dominoes, and bid them speak for me. But were I Brutus and Brutus Antony, now there were an Antony that could ruffle up your spirits, that could move the stones of Rome to rise into mutiny.
Will mutiny will burn the house of Brutus! Away then!
Let's say, countrymen! Friends, wherein hath Caesar thus deserved your love? Alas, you know not. I must tell you. You have forgotten the will which I told you of.
Most true the will! Let us say here the will!
This is Caesar's will, and under his seal to every Roman citizen he gives, to every several men 75 drachmas.
What? Most noble Caesar, ruler, bench his debt!
Royal Caesar!
Spare me with patience.
Peace out.
Moreover, he hath left you all of his walks, his private arbors, and his newly planted orchards. He hath left them you, and to your heirs forever, to walk about and recreate yourselves. Here was a Caesar, when comes such another?
Never! Never! Come! Away! We'll burn his body in the holy places with the brands, fire the traitors' houses! Let's take up the body!
Let's go fetch fire!
Knock down benches! Let down farms! Windows! Anything!
Now let it work. Mischief thou art afoot. Take thou course what thou wilt.
I dreamt tonight that I did feast with Caesar, and things unluckily charged my fantasy. I had no will to wander forth of doors, Yet something leads me forth.
What is thy name?
Where are you going?
Where do you dwell?
Are you a married man or a bachelor? Answer every man directly.
I am briefly.
I am wisely.
I am truly your best.
What is my name? Whither am I going? Where do I dwell? Am I a married man or a bachelor? Then, to answer every man directly and briefly, wisely and truly. Wisely I said, I'm a bachelor.
Wait a second. There's much to say that are full of that married. You'll bear me a bang for that, I fear. Proceed directly.
Directly, I'm going to Caesar's funeral.
As a friend or as an enemy?
As a friend.
That matters answer directly.
For your dwelling, briefly.
Briefly, I dwell by the capital.
Your name, sir, truly.
Truly, my name is Cinna.
Wait a second.
Tear him to pieces, he's a conspirator!
No! I am Cinna the poet! I am Cinna the poet!
Idiots!
I've never heard of it. A terrible bad person!
Oh, yeah!
These many men shall die. Their names are pricked.
Your brother too must die. Consent you, Lepidus.
I do consent,
Mark him down, Antony.
upon condition that Publius shall not live, who is your sister's son, Marcus.
He shall not live. Look with the spot. I damn him. But go you, Lepidus, to Caesar's house, and fetch the will hither. We should determine how to cut off some charges in legacy.
What, shall I find you here?
Or here, or at the Capitol.
This is a slight, unmeritable man, meet to be sent on errands. Is it fit, the threefold world divided, he should stand one of the three to share it?
So you thought him, and took his voice who should be pricked to die in our black sentence and prescription.
Octavius, I've seen more days than you. And although we lay these honors on this man to ease ourselves of divers slanderous loads, ye shall bear them as an ass bears gold, to groan and to sweat under the business, either led or driven as we point the way, and having brought our treasures where we will take them down and turn them off, like to an empty ass to shake his ears and to graze in the commons.
You may do your will, but he's a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my horse, Octavius. And for that I do appoint him store of the provender. It is a creature I teach to fight, to win, to stop, to run directly on. His corporal motions are governed by my spirit, and is in some taste lepidus, but so he must be taught, and trained and bid to go forth, a barren spirit fellow, one that feeds with abjects, forts, and imitations, which, out of use and scaled by other men, begins his fashion. Do not talk of him, let us property. Now, Octavius, listen. Great things. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make heed. Therefore, let our alliances be combined. Our best friends made and our means stretched. And let us go presently to sit in council, how cover matters may be best disposed in open peril surest answer.
Let us do so. We are at the stake and bait about many enemies, and some that smile have in their hearts, I fear, millions of mischief.
Uncle Julius, is Cassius nearby?
He is at hand. Pindarus has come to do you the salutation from his master.
He greets me well, your master Pindarus. Though we have done things that I wish undone, if he be at hand, I should be satisfied.
I do not doubt that my noble master will appear, such as he is, full of regard and honor.
Lucilius, a word. Now is described a hot friend cooling Lucilius. What's of his army?
They been this night with Sardis to be quartered. The greater part, the horse and general, have come with Cassius.
And here comes Cassius. March gently on to meet him.
Stand ho.
Stand ho.
Good
brother, that you have wronged me?
Cassius, be content. Speak your grief softly, for before the eyes of both our armies here, which there's nothing of love between us, let's not wrangle. In my tent, Cassius, enlarge your griefs to me, and I will grant you audience.
Indars, bid our commanders lead their charges a little off from this ground.
Lucilius, do you the like. Let Lucius and Titinius guard our door.
That you have wronged me doth appear in this. You have condemned and noticed Lucius Pella for taking bribes here of the Sardian, were in my letters praying on his side, for I knew the man was slighted off.
You lowered yourself to right in such case.
In times as this, it is not meet that every night's offense should bear his comment.
Cassius, you condemn yourself to have an itching palm for selling your offices for gold to undeservers.
I, an itching palm. You know that it is Brutus that speaks this, or by the gods this speech be your last.
And then that Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement?
Remember March? The Ides of March, remember? Did not great Julius bleed, but for justice' sake? And that we, who struck the foremost man in all the world, but for supporting robbers, do now contaminate our fingers with base bribes? I'd rather be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Bait not me, I'll not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier, older in practice, abler than thyself to make conditions.
So too, Cassius, you are not.
I am.
So you are not.
Urge me no more, I will forget myself. Have mind upon your health and tempt me no farther.
Go away, slight man.
It's possible.
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I bend and bend beneath your rash collar? Shall I be frightened when a madman stares?
Ye gods, must I endure all of this?
All of this I mourn! Fret till your proud heart break! Go show your slaves how choleric you are! Make your bondmen tremble! I should be glad to let you noble men.
Is it come to this?
Come to this? You say you're a better soldier? Let it appear so. Make your vaunting true.
You wrong me in every way, Brutus. You wrong me! I said an elder soldier, not a better. Did I say a better?
You did, I care not.
You love me not.
Do not look your faults.
Friendly eye can never see such faults.
Flatterers will not, though they do appear as high as huge Olympus.
Come, Antony and young Octavius, come! Revenge yourselves alone on Cassius, for Cassius is a-weary of this world, hated by the ones he loves, braved by his brother, checked like a bondsman, all his faults observed and written in a notebook, learned and conned by the rot to cast into my teeth. Oh, I could weep my spirit from my eyes. Here is my dagger, and here is my naked breast, within a heart purer than Pluto's mine, richer than gold, to thee the best of Rome, and take it forth. I that deny thee gold will give me thy heart. Strikest thou dist against Caesar. For I know when thou hatest him worst, thou lovest him better than thou ever lovest Cassius.
Sheathe your dagger.
Has Cassius lived but to be mirth and laughter to his Brutus when grief and ill blood, ill temper vexed him?
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
Confess so much. Give me your hand.
I helped you.
Oh, Brutus.
What's the matter?
Have you not enough love to bear with me when that rash humor which my mother gave me makes me forgetful?
Cassius, from this day forth, whenever you are over earnest with your Brutus, don't think your mother chides or do you so.
Let me go in to see the generals. 'Tis grudges between them. 'Tis not meet they be alone.
You shall not come to them.
Nothing but death shall stay.
How now? What's the matter?
For shame, you generals. What do you mean? Love and be friends as two such men should be. For I've seen warriors, I'm sure.
How finely doth this cynic rhyme?
Away, saucy fellow, sirrah, hence!
Oh, Brutus, bear with him, 'tis his passion.
I'll know his humor when he knows his time. What's more to do with these jigging fools? The pagan, hence!
Away, away, be gone!
Lucius and Titinius, gone. Lucius, a bowl of wine.
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Oh, Cassius, I'm sick of many griefs.
Of your philosophy you use no use if you give way to accidental evils.
No man bears sorrow better. Portia is dead.
Portia?
She's dead.
How escaped I killing when I crossed you so? Oh, insupportable and touching loss! Upon what sickness?
Impatient of my absence and fearful that young Octavius and Antony have grown so strong, our attendants absent, she swallowed fire.
He died so?
So.
Oh, ye immortal gods!
Speak no more, for I pray you. In this, I bury all unkindness, Cassius.
My heart thirsts for that noble pledge. Fill, Lucina overflows the cup, for I cannot drink too much of Brutus's love.
Titius, come in. Welcome to Messala. Heard you any news from Rome?
Yourself have letters that, by order of prescription and bills of outlay, Octavius, Antony, and Lepidus have put to death, and 100 senators.
Our letters do not well agree. Or mine have heard of some 70 senators put to death, Cicero being one.
Cicero one?
Cicero is dead, and by that same order of prescription. Had you your letters from your wife, my lord?
No, Messala.
Or nothing in your letters written?
No, nothing, Messala.
Nothing thinks is strange.
Why ask you? Heard you of her in any of yours?
No, my lord.
Oh, as you're a Roman, tell me true.
And like a Roman, bear the truth I tell. For certain she is dead, and by a strange manner.
Why? Very well, Portia. We almost died, Messala. There's no use making grief of it.
Even so, great men, great losses should endure.
I have as much as this as in our youth, but my nature could not bear itself.
Speak no more, for I pray you. What think you of marching on Philippi presently?
I do not think it good.
The reason?
Yes, it is. It is better that the enemy seeks us, for they will waste their means, weary their soldiers, doing themselves offense, while we here, lying rest, are full of rest, nimbleness, and defense.
As our cause is ripe and our armies brimful, Octavius and Antony grow stronger by the day. Our cause dwindles as theirs increases.
Good brother, hear me.
If we meet them at Philippi, at our highest strength, they will not be prepared. And the longer we wait, the stronger they grow, while the weaker we become.
And go, and we will meet you there at Philippi.
Good. Is there any more to speak of then?
No more.
All right. Good night to you, Messala. Titius. Noble Cassius. Good night. Good repose.
This was an ill beginning of the night. Never let such division be come between our souls. Let it not purpose.
Let it not. Good night to you, Cassius.
Good night, my lord.
Thank you all. Lucius, fetch my down. Where's that instrument?
Here in the tent.
Go grab Varro and Claudius, some of my soldiers, and bid them sleep here in my tent.
Varro and Claudius?
Calls, my lord.
Here, sirs, I pray you, grab some cushions in my tent and rest for here. If it displeases you not too much, Lucius, play your thy instrument a strain or two.
I will, my lord.
This is a sleepy tune. Oh, murderous slumber that has come upon my boy. I'll not do thee so much wrong as to wake thee. If thou not, thou break thy instrument. Take it from me. Good boy. Let me see. Is the leaf of the turned here? How ill this table burns. Ah! Who comes here? What art thou? Some god, some angel, or some devil? Speak to me what thou art.
Thy evil spirit, Brutus.
Why comest thou?
To tell thee thou shalt see me at Philippi.
Then I shall see thee again.
I, at Philippi.
Still, spirit, speak to me. Why? Why hast thou come? Spirit, no! No. Who's this? Oh, Claudius, turn away! Claudius! thinks he's still on his instrument. Lucius, awake!
My lord?
Didst thou see anything, Lucius? Why didst thou quietly sleep?
I did not see anything, my lord.
Oh, Claudius!
My lord?
Why didst thou cry quietly in your sleep, sirs?
Did we, my lord?
Yes, did you see anything?
No, my lord, I saw nothing.
Nor I, my lord.
You must go to my brother Cassius and speak of what hath happened tonight. Come, come.
No, my lord.
Now, Antony, our hopes are answered. You said that they would not come down, but keep to the hills and upper regions. It proves not so. Their battles are at hand. They mean to warn us of Philippi here, answering before we do demand of them.
I am in their bosoms, and I know wherefore they do it. They could be content to come down with fearful bravery, thinking by this face to fasten in our thoughts that they have courage. But it is not so.
Prepare you, generals. The enemy comes on in gallant show. Their bloody sign of battle is hung out, and something to be done immediately.
Octavius, lead your battle softly on, upon the left hand of this even field.
Upon the right hand I keep thou the left.
Why do you cross me in this exigent?
I do not cross you, but I will do so.
They stand and win a parley.
Stand ho, Titinius. We must out and talk.
Mark Antony, shall we give a sign of battle?
No, Caesar, we will answer on their charges. Make forth, the general would have some words.
Stir not until the signal.
Words before blows. Is it so, countrymen?
Not that we love words better, as you do.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavius.
In your good words you have bad strokes, Brutus. Witness the hole you made in Caesar's heart, crying, long live, hail Caesar.
Antony, the posture of your blows are yet unknown. But as for your words, they rob the Hypocles and leave them honeyless.
Not stingless, too.
Oh yes, and soundless too, for you have stolen their buzzing, Antony.
Villains! You did not so when your vile daggers hacked one another in the sides of Caesar. You showed your teeth like apes, and fawned like hounds, and bowed like bondsmen, kissing Caesar's feet, whilst damned Casca, like a cur, struck Caesar in the neck. Oh, you flatterers!
Flatterers? Now, Brutus, think yourself. This tongue would not have so offended today if Cassius might have ruled.
Come, come. The cause. If arguing makes us sweat, the proof of it will turn to redder drops. Look, I draw my sword against conspirators. When think you it goes up again? Never! Till Caesar's 33 wounds be well avenged, or till another Caesar has added slaughter to the swords of traitors.
Caesar, thou canst not kill a traitor so.
I hope I was not born to die on Brutus's sword.
Wert thou the noblest of thy strain, for one of yours could not die more boldly and honorably.
A peevish schoolboy, worthless of such honor, joined with a masker and a reveler.
Old Cassius still?
Come, Antony, away. Defiance, traitors, hurl we in your teeth. If you dare fight us today, come to the field. If not, when you have stomachs.
Why now, blow, wind, swell, billow, and swim bark. The storm is upon us and all is on the hazard.
Arquesilius, a word.
My lord?
Messala?
What says my general?
Messala, today is my birthday. For on this very day was Cassius born. Give me thy hand. Be thou my witness that against my will I am compelled to set upon a battle all of our liberties. Oh, you know I held that the cure is strong in his opinion. I have changed my mind, and partly do credit things that do proceed from these Sardinians. On our former ensigns 2 mighty eagles fell, and there they perched, gouging and feeding from the hands of our soldiers. This morning, they fled away and gone, and in their stays do crows, ravens, and kites fly over our heads and downward look on us as if we were sickly prey. Their shadow cast a fatal canopy which our soldiers lie under, ready to give up the ghost.
Believe not so.
But I believe it partly, for I am fresh of spirit and reserved to meet all perils very consistently.
Even so, Lucilius.
Brutus, today the gods stand friendly with us, that we may, lovers in peace, live out our days to age. Yet the affairs of men are
still uncertain. So if we were to lose this battle, this would be the last time we shall ever speak. What then are you determined to do?
I then say make this a parting well made. Now, Cassius, if this be the last time we see each other, why, it sure was a parting well made, and if not, and if we shall see each other again, we shall smile.
Forever and forever farewell, good Brutus. We will see each other again, and we shall smile indeed. If not, 'tis true, this parting was well made.
Coming to the battlefield. Let's.
Look, Titinius, look, the villainous fly! I have unto myself turned enemy. All my former ensign is turning back. I slew the coward and did take it from him.
Oh, Cassius. Brutus gave the word too early, who by having some advantage on Octavius took it too eagerly. His soldiers saw the spoil whilst we by Antony are enclosed.
Fly further off, my lord, fly further off! Mergantes in your tents, my lord. Fly therefore, noble Cassius, fly far off!
This hill is far enough. Look, Titinius, are those my tents where I perceive the fire? Titinius, if thou lovest me, mount thou my horse and hide thy spurs in him, until he has brought thee to yon troops and here again, that I may rest assured whether yon troops are friend or enemy.
I will be here again, even with a thorn.
Go, Pindars, get higher on that hill. My sight was ever thick regarding Titinius. And tell me what thou knowest of the field. This day I breathe first. Time has come round. Here I did begin, there shall I end. Oh, sirrah, what news?
Oh, my lord!
What news?
Titinius is enclosed, round about, horsemen that make to him on the spur. Yet he spurs on. Now they're almost on him. Now Titinius, now some light. Oh, he lights too. He's taken. And hark, they shout for joy.
Come down. Behold no more. Oh, coward that I am to have lived so long, to see my best friend taken before my face. Come, Pindars. I did take thee prisoner in Parthia, and did swear to thee, saving of thy life, that whatever so I bid did thee do, thou shouldest attempt it. Now keep thine oath. Now be a free man. And with this sword that did run through Caesar's bowel, search this bosom. Take thou the hilt, and when my eyes are closed as it is now, guide thou my soul. Caesar, thou art revenged, even with the sword that killed thee.
So I'm free. It would not so have been. Durst I have done my will. O Cassius! Far from this country Pindars shall run, where never a Roman shall take note of him.
It has been changed, Titinius. For Octavius is overthrown by noble Brutus's power as Cassius is overthrown by Antony.
These tidings will well comfort Cassius.
Where did you leave him?
All disconsolate with Pindars, his bondsman on the hill.
Is not that he that lies upon the ground?
He lies not the living. Oh, my heart.
Is not that he?
No. This was he, Massawa. But Cassius is no more. O setting sun, as in thy red rays thou dost sink tonight, so in his red blood Cassius's day is set. The sun of Rome is set. Our day is gone. Clouds, dews, and dangers come. Our deeds are done. Mistrust of my success hath done this deed.
Mistrust of good success hath done this deed. O hateful error, melancholy's child, why dost thou show to the apt thoughts of men the things that are not? O error soon conceived that never comest into a happy birth, but kills the mother that engendered thee.
Pindars. Where art thou, Pindars?
Seek him, Titinius, whilst I go to meet the noble Brutus, thrusting this report into his ears. You may say thrusting it, for piercing steel and darts and venom shall be as well into the ears of Brutus as tidings of this sight.
I am Massawa. I will seek for Pindars the one. Why didst thou send me forth, brave Cassius? did I not meet thy friends? And did not they put on my brow this wreath of victory, and bid me give it thee? Didst thou not hear their shouts? Alas, thou hast misconstrued everything. Behold thee, take this garland upon thy brow. Thy Brutus bid me give it thee, and I will do his bidding. Brutus, come apace, and see how I regarded Caius Cassius. By your leave, gods, this is a Roman's part. Come, Cassius's blade, and find Titinius's heart.
Where does Augustus' body lie?
Look yonder, it's Titinius mourning.
Titinius faces upward.
He is slain.
Julius Caesar, thou art mighty yet. Thou hast turned our swords on our own proper entrails.
Look, brother, he had not crowned a Cassius.
Are the two Romans living yet such as these? Rome, because not breathe more noble blood. Friends, I owe more tears to this dead man than you shall see me pay. I shall find time, Cassius. I shall find time. Come then, take his body to Sardis or somewhere. Let's not have his funeral here, lest it discomfort us. Come, young Cato, Lucilius, come. There's a battle yet to be fought. Let's try our luck in the second fight. Come here, countrymen.
What bastard doth not? Who will go with me? I will proclaim my name about the field. I'm the son of Marcus Cato, ho! A foe to tyrants, my country's friend. I'm the son of Marcus Cato, ho!
And I am Brutus. Marcus Brutus, know me for my name, Brutus.
Oh, young and noble, I don't have down. How thou darest as bravely as place, mayst be honored in Cato's son.
Yield, or thou diest!
Only I yield to die. There's only so much that can kill me straight. Kill Brutus and be honored in his death.
We must not. A noble prisoner. Room, ho! Tell Antony Brutus is taken. I'll tell the news. Here comes the general. Brutus is taken. Brutus is taken, my lord.
Where is he? Safe, Antony. Brutus is safe enough. I dare assure you no man shall ever take alive the noble Brutus. The gods defend him from so great a shame. When you do find him, or alive or dead, he'll be found like Brutus, like himself.
This is not Brutus, friend, but I assure you a prize no less than worth. Keep this man safe. Give them all kindness. I would rather have such men as my friends than as my enemies. Go on and see whether Brutus be alive or dead. And give us word back into Octavius' tent how everything is chanced.
Come, you poor remains of friends. Let's hear upon this rock.
Satilius of the torchlight. But my lord, he come not back. He is or taken or slain.
Slaying is the word, Cletus. Let's hear one. What, Cletus?
What? I, my lord, no! Not for all the world.
Please, no words.
I'd rather kill myself.
A word, Dardanius?
Shall I do such a thing?
Oh, Dardanius,
Cletus,
what ill request has Brutus made to thee?
to kill him. Look, see how he meditates.
Now is that noble vessel full of grief that runs over even at his eyes.
Volumnius, just a word.
What says my word?
Twice by night, Volumnius, hath the ghost of Caesar appeared to me. Once at Sardis, and now here at Philippi. I know my hour has come.
So, my lord.
Hey, I'm sure it is, Volumnius. Thou seest the world, Volumnius, for you do know that we went to school together. And for that love we have of old, Volumnius, hold my sword whilst I do well upon it.
That's on the office for a friend, my lord.
Fly, my lord, fly. There's no tarrying here.
Farewell, good friends. All, Volumnius, Strato, thou art all this while asleep. What's the matter? Good friends, run me to the battlefield and continue this fight. Hence,
Fly, my lord, fly.
hence I will follow. Strato, thou art a Roman of well honor and nobility. Take me, Strato. Take my sword hilt to thee, and hold it whilst I do well upon it.
Farewell, my lord. Your hand first. Here you go, my lord.
Farewell, good Strato. Caesar, now, be still. I killed thee, not half so good a will.
What man is that?
My master's man. Strato, where is thy master?
Free from the bondage that you are in, Masal, for the conquerors to make but a fire of him now. No man else had the honor by Caesar Brutus's death.
So Brutus should be found. I thank thee, Brutus, for proving Lucilius speaking true.
All that entertain Brutus, all that serve Brutus, I will entertain them. Philip, will you bestow that time with me?
I will, Masal will prefer me to.
You so good, Masala.
How died my master, Strato?
I held the sword and he did run on it.
Octavius, the taken to follow thee, is the latest service to my master.
This was the noblest Roman of them all. All the conspirators, save only he, did what they did out of envy of great Caesar. He only, in general, honest thought and common good to all made of one of them. His life was gentle, and all of the elements so mixed in him that nature might stand out to all the world and say that this was a man.
According to his virtue, let us use him, with all respects and rites of burial. Within my tent tonight his bones shall lie, most like a soldier, ordered honorably. So call the field to rest, and let's away to part the glories of this happy day.
well did the play go?
I messed up like 2 lines, but they were barely noticeable. Otherwise, I know this guy. He's okay. Yeah, look back at me. Look back at me. I think that what it was good. It was good that most people did well. By that I mean, well, yeah. It was overall we did a very good job, and I think that. Oh, look, there's blood on the wall over there.
Watch that water bottle. How unfortunate. How tragedy.
That was from the violent explosive death. That was so much fun. You didn't?
I was like, that's so
that was
my dad explained it to me.
Bro.
You got shot in the head or did he explode?
He got shot in the head. He got shot in the head. He got shot.
Wait, how does he die in Shakespeare?
I think that like Octavius or Antony is up there and they stab him. But yeah, we just had him get shot in the head. Did you like the poster ripping scene?
Yes, that was amazing.
Oh my gosh, it felt so good.
It's great every time, honestly.
Is the blood easily washable?
It's easily washed off your clothes, but not your hands, as you can tell.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I don't think y'all bought like 3 white shirts for every person.
So I am originally Decius Brutus, and then
I shall shake the hand of Decius Brutus.
and then I'm Octavius Caesar, as in he's also Augustus Caesar, so that's pretty cool.
Just like in the Bible.
Yeah. It's the same Augustus.
He gave the whole command thing to.
Yep, the census, which is pretty cool.
Is it actually?
It's really cool. What was your favorite scene?
My favorite scene was the part where when Julius Caesar got shot and like on the light with the gun. Yeah. I thought that was very cool.
Now, what was the hardest scene for you guys to do?
Definitely the stabbing, because it's just alright. It requires so much like the stabbing. It just requires so much like coordination, and we had to be on beat, and we have to like look like we're one singular organism moving.
I know you have some trouble with the jacket. Like you have to take his jacket off.
Yeah, that was pretty difficult for the 2 people responsible. But once we had it down, we had it down. But yeah, it was fun.
All right, how did it go?
Oh, you're interviewing me?
Yeah.
I thought it went well. It was a great way to close. All the blood. Great way to close. All the blood effects went the way that they did. Lights worked. Images worked. Lines were said. Couldn't be prouder. Could not be prouder. Big shout out to all my Julius Caesar cast there. Love you guys.
Now, what was the hardest scene for you to make or to do?
Hardest scene was probably the assassination, because it's all the movements had to be in one fluid motion, or else it wouldn't have the same kind of impact. So finding those anchors in the drum beat and in Johnny's cue lines to get it nice and right, and it was also difficult because getting all those people in the same room at one time was really difficult. So that definitely was the most difficult scene. But also, I would say the most rewarding.
Yeah. It looked really good. Okay, what was your favorite scene?
Favorite scene?
Like, what was the one that made you go like the most? Absolute scene.
The beginning and the end scenes. The beginning and the ending with the posters. Yeah, it's difficult. There's got to be at least 5, right?
Yeah.
Titinius's death over Cassius's body. Great. The assassination, obviously, and in Brutus's garden in Act 2, Scene 1, you have Brutus and Cassius standing in the exact same place that Caesar stands where he dies. So it's a little bit of a calling forward that Brutus and Cassius are actually consigning themselves to their death in plotting the assassination. So that's like kind of a meta theatrical thing that really gets me excited too. So I'm sorry, that's 5 answers for 1, but it's great value.
It's a great play.
It's great. It's a Costco answer, yeah.
I guess how hard would you say this was to get us all done? Like getting all the people assembled, how hard was this all?
This was tough. I mean, in limited amount of time, congratulations. Thank you, seriously.
Good job, Cassius.
You were awesome. Thank you. So building this out obviously in and of itself is a bear, but these students had athletics to deal with, they had a lot of academic work to deal with, and they had a lot of lines to be dealing with as well. So it would have been difficult already, but there was so much flotsam and jetsam in the way that it really amped up the stress. It's a real testament to their endurance, and also I think to their just their chops, right? Like they're just able to kind of take the material and run with it. So I'm sorry, my man, you have one for me?
How many hours of sleep did you lose doing this play?
That's a really good question.
That is a good question. From last Thursday on to here, I've been averaging about 4 hours a night. So yeah. So let's just say I'll be sleeping very well tonight. Let's just put it that way. Which is bad news for my wife because I snore when I sleep. But you know what? V.A. Victus. I have to teach tomorrow.
Well, I think Portia would say that's better than not being there at all.
That is true. Hey, this is a comprehensive knowledge of the script. That's right. That's good. Yeah. Anything else from me, my man?
I think that should be it.
My man, hey, thanks for coming. It's a pleasure. It was good talking to you too. Hang in there. Life does get better.
So you are.
We're interviewing you.
What character were you?
Metellus, Cimber, and Pandoris.
Now, what was the hardest scene for you to do?
The scene that I kept forgetting to do. It was, I don't know, I just talk in it. I forgot to do it one time.
Is that the one where you run in and you're like, fly further?
Yeah, that one was hard too. That was pretty hard.
What was your favorite scene?
The Caesar kill scene. That one was fun.
Yeah, I think that's everybody's favorite.
It's so good.
It's fair. It's really good.
Now, what did you like most about getting to do this play?
I loved like the community and like the friends I made in Decius. Interview him next.
Decius?
Decius.
Yeah.
How did you react?
Wait, guys,
Wait, we already interviewed.
We already interviewed me.
We've been tricked.
Yes.
Yes.
Getting interviewed.
What character do you play?
I played Trebonius and Messala.
Now, what did you like about this play? What did you like about doing it?
This play, as Trebonius, my favorite part was stabbing Johnny. And as Messala, it's really fun to like pretend to be sad when Ed dies.
Yep. What was the hardest scene for you to do?
Probably the final scene or when Ed dies, because I don't know, it's weird blocking.
Ed being
Ed was
Cassius. Sorry. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. Did you enjoy acting in this play?
Yes, I did. I loved it a lot. We should do more Shakespeare.
We have to do more Shakespeare. 100%.
I like the modern thing.
Antony and Cleopatra coming next? Question mark? Mr. Mitchell, if you're seeing this, we're interviewing you.
You're the first person I wanted to interview. Honestly.
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome.
All right.
What character did you play?
Brutus.
All right. Now, what was the hardest scene for you to do?
The tent scene, in case you couldn't tell. No, took a lot of work to get that one done, but I believe that we got it done at this point in the show, and I hope that you agree.
What was the tent scene? What made it hard?
Tent scene was, what made it hard is the dialogue's very back and forth. Me and Ed yelling at each other, which we never do because we're such good friends. But, it took a while to make it, really piece it together. But it ended up coming together at the end. The grape juice helped.
The grape juice did help.
But
Why quotations around the grape juice? Do you have something to tell us? Anyway,
don't worry about it. Any more?
Now, did you really enjoy the process? Was this a great experience?
Did I enjoy it? Come on. Come on. I got to work with Henry LePage here. Let's be so free. Okay, no. In all seriousness, other than that guy, this was a fantastic process. It was the quickest production I've ever put on and the most lines I've ever had at the same time.
So that was
we
fun.
made it work.
Yeah, somehow.
And because the great cast of people around us, like my sister here, she's pretty cool too. As well as the GOAT, Mr. Mitchell, greatest director in the Ville. And just couldn't do it without the group of people around us, It takes a whole cast to make something like this happen.
It takes a village, not a Batman.
Not a Batman.
Yeah.
But come to Oklahoma. That's going to be the great one. All right?
That's going to be the really good one.
Thank you, sir.
Of course.
All right. We should be interviewing.
And now, what role did you play in this production?
I played the role of taking credit where credit is not due, is primarily the role I played. I encouraged Mr. Mitchell to select the play after he said, I'd like to do Julius Caesar. I said, that's a good idea. That's one of the things I did. I supported the cast along the way and cleared the way for the actors to do this. Largely, I narrated. I narrated the engagement with our community, and our school has had a conversation about this, and we're going to continue to have a conversation about this. So much of the power and the potential of what these students do is what's passed on to the community. Some of that impact is just absorbed. In fact, you can't get anywhere if it's not absorbed. But after it's absorbed, there's so much potential for continuing to discuss it. That's actually what's richest there. I was thinking as I watched the actors walk off the stage, I was thinking this, that those moments of insight where you see something through the play that you wouldn't have seen otherwise, those are the moments we come back and harvest. So I don't know even what this interview is for, but I had a good answer.
What is your role in the arts department?
Oh, I'm the arts director.
Yeah, he's the
Yes,
arts
I'm
director.
The arts director.
Oh, and I see. So you gave a speech all 3 of the nights. I preferred the first one. Honestly, that was amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I thought. Well, okay. Agree to disagree. Thanks, though. I don't remember what was different. I think I adjusted a little bit.
Hold this.
Yeah, you got to get in there.
But it was really good.
Thank you.
Oh, really? I need to take a picture. Back to it. What was your favorite scene in this entire film?
Oh, man. All right, I'll give you sincere. The favorites are of different kinds. My favorite sincere moment, it is probably the direct moment of the coordination of Caesar's death, the moment preceding it. Constant as a Northern Star, that is unmistakably an astonishing and unforgettable moment. But the best high comedy was when Zach Morris ran up the stairs on the second night, smacked himself in the head with a blood pack, gratuitous blood splattering everywhere, but everybody has no idea what's happened because it's 1, 2, 3 seconds until people realize that the gun has gone off, and the crowd erupts in laughter. But the thing about this is actually, this is the testament to the play, testament to the performance, is there's so much gravity in the scene that we can have a moment of total comic relief, which is not even supposed to be, it'll flow, and it doesn't undo the gravity of the play. That is really hard to pull off, to still be in the gravity of the play while you laugh together. And that.
Now, speaking of which, what was your initial reaction to when Henry, on the first night, when his microphone accidentally got caught onto the audio, and he was telling his class members desperately to, guys, we're on stage.
Is that you?
That was me.
I thought. I knew. I can tell you exactly what my reaction was. It's like I was glad that kid didn't curse. I thought it was Johnny, and I thought it was very fortunate that he didn't curse. Yeah. We are on now. I heard the sharpness. Yeah, that was my reaction.
Yeah, that was.
And I guess if I may ask one final question, what was your favorite part about being, I guess, a part of this play? Well, what was your favorite part about all of this?
Hard questions. I don't know. The on-the-spot response is that I'm amazed at what a director, what Mr. Mitchell has done in particular, that by casting somebody in the role, you call them up, you almost summon them into a potential that they can't know they have. Even the students who are experienced were summoned into parts, asked to play parts that they had never taken on before, way more ambitious than they had done before. People who had never acted before arose into inhabiting Shakespeare characters, and everyone did it competently. That is an amazing testament to Mr. Mitchell and an amazing testament to the power of theater, that you get cast in a role and it draws out potential in you that you don't know is there. I also think about the people in the crowd. How many people who have that potential but have never been cast? What is the potential that is there, but people have either never tried it or never been cast in it? I think the casting itself draws something out of the character. So that's at least today what I find myself thinking about. I mean, the translation to life should not be missed of that somehow casting or calling somebody forth into some action that has responsibility and that also simply expects that you are capable of doing that role. It makes it possible for the person to inhabit that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, gladly.
Well,
I wish you well with your film.
So what was the role you played?
So I played Julius Caesar, and quite a character.
Now, how hard was this to do it as the main man?
How hard? It was a little bit of pressure, but I had the grace to know that I didn't have too many lines as my co-stars, right? I'd say the hardest part was laying down for 30 minutes at least every night, but it was fun, and if you want to like prepare yourself for the role, just get really prideful, and it worked out well.
And would you say that is the hardest part of the role that you had, like the hardest scene you had to do?
Sometimes maybe laying down was the hardest, but also when it came to actual acting and words, the last scene for my final speech, hurrah, is the hardest because I have to match it with the cadence of the drum. But it wasn't too bad once you like practice and rehearse it with. I did it with Lily Lishtier Anthony, so yeah, it worked out really well. Just doing it at that proper time.
Now, I've heard from other actors that one of the hardest scenes was the death scene. Now, how was it for you as the person being killed?
So, the first night was definitely the first, like, sort of a trial run, but we had practiced popping the blood packs, and so when I got stabbed, it wasn't too bad. Their knife would jam in, I'd grab and that the pop would happen, and so I would practice that, and I'd be tossed around by the senators, and so it honestly wasn't too bad. You know, it was fun. It was definitely fun.
Now, what was your favorite part about doing this play?
What was my what?
Favorite part about doing this play?
Favorite part? Yeah, honestly, hanging out with the cast. I had the same experience with the musical, and definitely just being with my classmates and my actors. It was just really fun just to get closer and bond with them all. So yeah.
Now, if you had to choose one character from all the ones you could have gotten, which one would it have been?
Definitely Sin of the Poet. Would have loved being Zach, Sin of the Poet. That's just a fun role. And his crazy blood pack, so that'd be sick.
And is there anything else that you want to say about this play which you found important or you enjoyed?
I want to congratulate all the actors. We got this up and running in really honestly 3 weeks because of everybody had fall sports and everybody set their foot down and really grinded this out. And so through hard work, sheer effort, and a little bit of tears, we got it done. So yeah, I'm happy.
Thank you.
He's running for president.
What character did you play?
Mark Antony.
How hard was this?
It wasn't as hard as it could have been if I was like Brutus or Cassius, but the funeral oration Loki was really hard to memorize. But I got through it.
And would you say that was your hardest scene?
The funeral oration, because I just talked for 20 minutes straight. But other than that, everything else was good.
Wow, what was your favorite part about doing this play?
The cast was so great. They were all so sweet. And I love Shakespeare, but I normally just do chunks of monologues. So this was really fun to actually have a character to play rather than just a monologue to do.
Now, if you could have picked one character to play that wasn't Marcus, what would it have been, or who would it have been?
Other than Mark Antony?
Yeah.
Brutus, yeah.
Portia?
Huh?
Or Portia?
No, Brutus.
Okay.
Not Portia.
Now, what was the hardest? Was there any hard scenes in between actors that you had to do?
Kind of. There's this one scene where I was talking to, it was me and Octavius Henry, and it was Chris, Brutus, and Ed Cassius, and Cassius had this line where it was they rob the Hyblibees and leave them honeyless, but every time he said Hyblibees, he went Hyblibees, and it took all my strength not to laugh. That was the hardest.
Now, I guess if you would want to ever do this again, what would you tell the actors who weren't sure about this stuff? What would you say is your best piece of advice to them?
You did a really good job. You were good.
To make the death scene look cool, because that's the climactic moment. And also to have fun with the funny parts, because it's a tragedy, yeah, but there's so many funny parts. So yeah.
And is there anything else you would like to say in this interview?
I don't think so.
I was trying to be hard.
Thank you.